What's up? What's good? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the tribe. Life is getting hard lately. I know that's right. We don't bitch about it getting hard, baby. We figure out what to do with it. Let's jump in. And staring at the ceiling, 3 a.m. again. Wondering about his silence, wondering where he's been. Is he reflecting? Is he moving on? Or just playing games until the break of dawn? You need the instant access, you need the homegirl truth. Stop sugarcoating lies, let's get into the root. I'm pulling up the energy, I'm tapping in the night. We're gonna see what's hidden in the dark and bring it to the light. It's the Manjula Awakening, open up the eyes. Kiana's on the deck, cutting through the lies. From the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need to know. No chaser, just spirit, yeah. She keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. I see a code red on the 4th floor. Listen close. That person on your mind, yeah, they do the most. They smiling on the outside, but they're miserable within. Trying to save face, but they know they can't win. I'm picking up the energy, but let me be clear. That behavior right there, yeah, that's bitch made, my dear. They fumbled the bag, they dropped the prize. Now they watching from the sidelines. We're regretting their eyes. Don't let them spin the block unless they come in correct. Radical self-sight is what we expect. It's the Manjula Awakening. Open up your eyes. Kiana's on the deck, cutting through the lies. From the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need to know. No chaser, just spirit, yeah. She keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. Take what resonates and chuck the rest. We don't force the shoe, we just pass the test. It ain't always pretty, sometimes it's gonna sting, but clarity is the gift that the awakening brings. Whether you're a Sag or Pisces or a Gemini, we're reclaiming our power, reaching for the sky. Yeah. If you need that emergency session, you know where to go. Don't let these people disturb your peace. I'll see y'all over on the extended Zoom. Create new life. Peace.
What's up? What's good? What's going on, beautiful people? So I want to take a second and jump in and just see what you need to know at this time. I'm going to go straight in with the tarot. I wasn't guided towards any oracle today. I was pretty surprised about that, but I shall not fight it. Let's roll with it. I hope that these messages are finding you all in good health and in good spirits. Um, let's go ahead. Cosmo, stop. Uh, let's go ahead. I don't know what he's trying to do. Uh, and jump in for Aries. No, no. But that's not what it's. Guys, man, jeez. I didn't clean it up. Oh, dude. I didn't cook. I didn't Anyways, what's up? What's good? What's going on, y'all? So I'm gonna go in with Aries. Jump straight in, okay? That threw me off. Sorry. Let's jump in. We got Kristen in the house. I see. Let me, Cosmo, don't start. Natasha, Natisha, don't make it Natasha. I think it's Natisha. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. What's up, Pookie? Talks intuition. I know that's right. What you be talking about? Grand rising, beautiful soul. What you be talking about? Let's go in for Aries. All right, Spirit, what's going on for Aries? What is going on for Aries right now? What's the strongest energy in the Aries collective space right now? Okay, that was super quick. The Knight of Pentacles. This could be a person. Yeah, this could be a person. Cosmo. I'm actually that's frustrating to me. I don't know why it's so frustrated in this moment because I don't want to touch you because you ain't bothered me the whole 30 minutes I've been here. But the minute I go live, now you're doing this. Get down. Stop. You ain't doing nothing but trying to get to that cat. Let me open his window. Wait, some of y'all say some bullshit. Let me open his fucking window. He ain't doing nothing but smelling that old nasty female cat out there. Go. Ow. Cosmo, in for the interruption. All right, Aries, we got to roll with it because your card is already out here. He literally tried, but I'm cute. Watch me lay down. No, he tried it. I love him. Yes, ma'am. Natisha. So it is Natisha. Okay, cool. All right, let's get in. So, Aries, we have a Knight of Pentacles. That's what you need to know about right now. So, it is given a person, it is definitely given a person here, someone that you're possibly on some sort of break with here. Let's see what's going on with this person. The Two of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely not talking to this person. There's an opportunity to kind of like gain gain control over this situation here. Um, the challenge is the Ten of Pentacles. So we have the Tower card and the Page of Swords. So I do feel like that this is one of those slow and steady because it is going to require you to make a change in order to have progress here. Um, I do feel like that this is someone where, like, you know what I'm saying? Even if there's a break, like let's say that there's a breakup here. Baby, this ain't no breakup where you can just be like, all right, I'm blocking you. I ain't never gonna see you again. I ain't talking to you no more. Nah, Pookie Tookie, this ain't it. That ain't this and this ain't that. Okay. You have to have some sort of dealings with this person in order to have any change, good or bad, within the foundation of this connection here. Okay. And I do feel like that spirit is ultimately saying that, this person is coming your way. Okay. I think that's what you need to know right now is that this person is making some sort of movement towards you. There is a need for you to make some sort of radical change. You cannot handle this situation the way that you have been handling it. Okay. The likely outcome of this is having some sort of communication. I want to caution you against because the Page of Swords is childish, immature conversation, communication, because it tends to be cynical and sarcastic at times. Okay. So just be mindful of that because the opportunity is for you to kind of be the leader and the authority figure in this conversation. And well, even though these judges love to be sarcastic, don't be like them. Okay, be a model example of authority, right? And don't abuse your power. And I do feel like that that's what Spirit is saying. Make some sort of radical change because I do feel like that whatever's going on here, there has been a lack of emotional diplomacy within this situation here. And with the Four of Swords being right behind the King of Cups, I definitely feel like that if one can, gain some emotional composure and intelligence about themselves, So then they see growth and forward movement within this situation. Okay. Let me look at the Ten of Pentacles. I ain't been here long. The Ten of Pentacles, there's a fight, okay? There's that the challenges is, like there's definitely some sort of conflict over like the Four of Wands and the Fool card is at the bottom of the deck on top of the Five of Swords. The challenge is that there is a breakup here, and well, we got kids together. So what are we gonna do? So like, what are we doing in honor of the kids? How does this work for the kids' sake? Because this and that, and what about the money, and what about the house? And there's a lot of fighting about that, and I do feel like that there is someone that is intentionally moving slow here, but spirit is saying you have been too focused on what is like you're focused on how they respond and their control. Like that's within their control. And you're too focused on that. Spirit is telling you that in order to get in the driver's seat of this situation, you have to make a radical change in your approach. And I do feel like that leads to some sort of conversation. Let me look at the radical change. Good rising, Akia. Hey, some of y'all need to go watch that members read. I just did. I don't remember why. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's why you over here. Uh-huh. I hear you. I get you. Uh-huh. That's why you say, Mama, listen. You say, Mama, listen. You do. Somebody needs to go watch that members read. The King of Wands is the radical change that you need to make. The King of Wands is the radical change that you need to make. Somebody needs to go watch that members reading. I literally just done it. Um, the radical change is the way that you delegate your vision. Someone has become too defensive, and like there's a reason why a game goes from defense to offense and why it doesn't just stay on defense. Because if it just stays on defense, then there's really no opportunity to win the game. Okay. To be honest with you, if everything is just straight defense, as you can't really make too much progress there, right? You have to be willing to play offense at some point in time. Okay. And I feel like that because someone has been consistently trying to play defense, they've lost some sort of footing here. So I feel like that even if it's a person, I'm still telling you that you're not seeing something, the Two of Swords, you're not seeing something. So Spirit is saying what they need to know right now is to slow down, to become more intentional, more methodical, pay more attention to detail in their movement. That is, thank you. That is where they're going to gain some sort of level up in this. That's where they're going to shift the playing field is what I'm hearing. Because I do feel like that someone is so focused on, I've put all my heart and blood into this, and this is the way that you repay me. And although that may be true, that's not gaining you any footing in bringing your vision into fruition. That's just making you come off as emotionally incompetent. Okay. What's the likely outcome here? Yeah, the choice is yours. The choice is yours. You know how this played out in the past. Are you going to replay that past? This has a lot to do with the lover for you. Okay. This has a lot to do with some sort of romantic counterpart. And even if you don't have children with this person, you've already started, like, you know how we do nowadays? We just do things early on in the game before we have commitment. Buckled down. We do shit that requires commitment to be buckled down, right? And so when the commitment falls away, then those other capacities have to be handled as well, right? And I feel like that spirit is saying it's time for you to decide not to handle this from an emotional standpoint here, whatever you're facing. There could be an Aries. I have Aries, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Cosmo. Stop. What's up, Akia? Did I speak? What's up, Akia? I knew it. I knew it. Hey, you okay? Didn't mean for you to land on that. You all right? Yeah, you okay. I forgot I got all the school books right here. Baby, what are you wanting? Because you do want something. You're doing too much. What are you wanting? What do you want? Come here. What do you want? What do you want? You have gravy. Come on, let's go get it. I can reach it from here. No, maybe. Ooh, is this what you want? And if you waste these, Cosmosis, if you waste these, your ass is grass. Here, here. 'Cause you know that ain't what you wanted. Why you sitting there trying to act all dramatic? Oh, he is eating it. My baby said, I know what I want. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. Well, y'all, he's finicky when it comes to those. He'll eat them sometimes and sometimes he won't. Okay. But clearly, that's what he was wanting. All right. Now we can get into Taurus and peace, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. He's over. He's fucking it up, honey. Fucking it up. All right, Spirit, tap me in for Taurus. Nuh-uh. I gave you what you wanted. Now you gotta leave me alone. All right, Spirit, tap me in for Taurus. Tap me in for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know right now? Thank y'all so much for smashing that thumbs up button. All right, Spirit, tap me in. What does Taurus need to know right now? Ooh, that wish fulfillment is here. Um, Cosmo. No. Ooh. Okay. So, Taurus, hear me out. What you need to know is wish fulfillment is here for you. Don't be the one to sabotage it. Do not be the one to sabotage it. Let me break this down. Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and this is wish fulfillment for your hard work as well. This is the rewards for your labor. And I kind of felt that with this Nine of Cups because in this particular Nine of Cups, it's pottery. I'm no good at it, but when you're in them group homes, well, baby, you get to try a lot of different things. And one of my favorite things was sewing and pottery and equine therapy. I loved equine therapy. But pottery was fun because you literally get to use your hands, right? I'm a hands-on learner, but then you get to see things just move to your groove. And that is very rewarding, right? So the first thing that I ever made for me that was productive was like it was like a little jewelry holder, right? And I kind of valued that. And I definitely feel like that there is something that is like the fruits of your labor are trying to come in. Okay. Some sort of wish fulfillment is coming in and it is being fulfilled on the backs of your labor. However, the Queen of Swords is here. You have the tendency to chop shit down right at the fucking knees, Taurus. And spirit is saying, why would you be willing to put all that work in just to chop this one down right at the knees? Yeah, look, so spirit is telling you your advice is to be a little bit more celebratory, lighten up a little bit. Yeah, this the big one. 99 could be significant, but the outcome of this is the Nine of Pentacles. And the opportunity is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is the energy of evaluating, right? But it's the energy of investing now and receiving the fruits of your labor later on down the road. The Nine of Pentacles is enjoying the fruits of your labor. Bitches, they don't be ready. I know it's too early to be calling them out their names, but they better go on somewhere because that's what Keke gonna do, Pookie Tookie. So, baby, they don't be willing to catch the message. The opportunity is to receive the fruit of your labor if you're willing to be patient and invest right now. Because on the other side of it is you enjoying the fruits of your labor. Okay, y'all better wake up. But it looks like right now, looky here, baby, they don't even be ready to catch the motherfucking matches because I almost missed it right there. I almost missed it. What's going on for you? The Nine of Cups. We got the Six of Cups and the Three of Cups sitting right beside each other. Now, math was my favorite subject, but you ain't got to be a genius at that to know that that makes nine. And the Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment. Now, let's break this down because the Six of Cups is in the challenging position and that says that you're allowing, well, in the past, it didn't work out for me this way. Yeah, well, the last time that I went down that street, this happened. So now they're telling me I got to go down that street to get my blessing. And I don't want to go down that street to get my blessing. Ooh, Spirit, I hear the exact fucking message you are telling me. I am so thankful I show up every day. Thank you. I needed this one. It's like, yeah, but the last time I went down that road, it didn't bless me. It didn't give me anything but a curse. I don't want to go down that road. And now you're telling me that this is the road I got to go down to finally get some justice, to finally get the rewards for all the hard work I've been putting in. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm telling you that you got to do it with a motherfucking smile too. Because your advice is the Three of Cups. Be celebratory about it because it's actually working out in your favor. But because you're so bitter, the Queen of Swords is the bitter queen. Okay. Her and the Queen of Wands when in this when that Six of Cups is the challenge like that, okay? It's just bitter energy, and bitter energy pulls you out of frequency of emotional and wish fulfillment. Some of you all need to see what's in your 11th house. If you're not a Taurus sun or a rising, some of y'all need to look and see what's in your 11th house. What's this Queen of Swords? And I know what that Queen of Swords energy is. Let me see the Six of Cups. You know, I just somebody may need to fast. Someone may need to go on some sort of fast. The 6 of Cups is the Knight. Is clarified by the Knight of Cups. You feel like that you were like you feel like you went chasing dreams before, bitch. I didn't win chasing after this motherfucking dream before, and I ended up with a nightmare. I ended up with my little teddy bear and my blanket, begging to get in my mama's bed. I'm not doing it again. The challenge here is you feel like that you've been chasing after dreams, and you're finally just now recuperating from chasing dreams. And you just like, and now you sending me on another wild goose chase? Like baby, I just got done wrapping this shit up. And now you got me doing it again? Alrighty. That's the challenge. But I'm here to tell you that this time you're not the same person that you was the first time, Taurus. You're a little bit wiser. And well, you left some things behind the first time around. So Spirit is saying if you can kind of like shift your perspective and be more joyful about this, you'll be able to collect more coins along the way, and then you'll actually be able to reap the harvest. Like you'll actually be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay. Uh-oh. My favorite thing to do is baking. I'm baking more now, and it is so fun for me. I know that's right. So I'm actually not done with this spread. How can they shift? Okay, so how show me into this Queen of Swords. You're definitely too detached from your emotions to experience emotional fulfillment. Because the Queen of Swords literally detaches from her emotions. She rises above her emotions in order to do what is best for her, in order to sever ties what is no longer serving her, right? So it's like someone is saying, my feelings is put up, bitch, because them motherfuckers get me in trouble. I'm not doing that again. And then you telling me I need to get in my feelings, girl. Go on some damn where. You wasn't nowhere near around when I was cleaning my emotions up. Baby girl, I done finally got them emotions cleaned up and put up. And bitch, I'm not getting ready to let you or nobody else convince me to bring them things back out to the dinner table. Y'all must be tripping. Bitch, me and my feelings, we eat in peace. Let me see the Queen of Swords. The four the Four of Pentacles in the Tower card. I'm holding back. No, I am avoiding any unnecessary. No. Get get me in a position where I might lose control. I'm not booking too. I've been down there before. That was chasing a dream. I'm not going for that one no more. I'm telling you, you're robbing yourself, Taurus. That's what you need to know. You're robbing yourself of wish fulfillment. You are. You're too focused on what didn't work right for you last time. And it's so crazy. I wish I could give you a personal example, but I can't right now. I do wish I could give you a personal example, but I can't right now. What's up, D? Somebody needs to fast. Yeah, King of Swords. Uh-oh. Ooh. Seriously, why can't you? What I will tell you is the King of Swords is coming out to clarify what's on the other side. You are absolutely enjoying the fruits of your labor, and it is because you've moved from the Queen of Swords to the King of Swords. And there's this one tarot reader, I'm getting ready to butcher her name. I think it's Queen Cups Tarot. I can't. There's Queen of Cups or there's Queen Cups. She's Jamaican. That's how you'll know the difference. And she definitely don't post when y'all want her to. She posts when she want to. Okay. She's mainly on Patreon. The old school tarot people would know her. The new people probably don't know a damn thing about her, but she's dope. And one analogy that she made a long time ago about the king and the queen of swords is that the queen of swords, when she severed ties with things, the ends are serrated. When the king of swords sever ties with things, it's clean and cut. Okay. The reason is because the king of swords has already assessed every single scenario. He has looked at, taken into account the emotional aspect. He has taken into account the practical aspect. He has taken into account the um passionate, the passionate, the desire aspect. And he is assessing all of that from a logical aspect. Okay. The Queen of Cups, however, she recognizes that if she cannot look at it from an emotional aspect. She has to rise above her emotions in order to do what is right. There's a difference. And so the likely outcome here is the Nine of Pentacles in the King of Swords. I feel like that this is you enjoying the fruits of your labor because you're no longer denying yourself your emotional state. You're taking into account your emotional state, the practical state, and the desired state. And then you're making a logical assessment from there. That is the outcome. But you have to allow yourself to, like, you cannot do this from an emotionally detached perspective. You cannot experience emotional fulfillment. It does you ain't got to be smarter than a fifth grader for this. You cannot experience emotional fulfillment if you are emotionally detached. And the opportunity here, what's going on is emotional fulfillment. However, you're not seeing it because you're emotionally detached at this time. I'm done. That's the whole fucking reading. I should be done with the whole reading. Because I'm literally speaking to someone who is undercutting their own blessing. I really want to go back to members now. Oh, I didn't tell you who was involved in that storyline because I really don't think it matters. But we have Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Libra. But because the king and the queen, there's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius there. Heavy air sign there. Okay, now I got to speed up the process. Okay, I just kind of felt like I resonated with that. So we spent a little extra time, but I'm not doing that for everybody. Let's move forward for Gemini. Let's get it. What's going on for Gemini spirit? Thank y'all for smashing that thumbs up button. Show me clear, concise messages, spirit. Clear, concise messages. What's going on for Gemini? Ooh, we got the magician and the chariot card. You're manifesting some sort of victory. You're manifesting forward movement. You're manifesting overcoming your obstacles. Not only are you manifesting it, I see it's here for you. Okay. The magician card means that you have all of the resources that you need to make this a reality here. This could happen within 7 days. We have the Two of Wands. It is going to require adjustments along the way, Gemini. But I do what you need to know is that you have manifested in victory, in success. You've manifested forward movement here, and it's here. Okay. It is going to require adjustments along the way. The Seven of Swords is the situation. The Strength card, the Hierophant, the King of Wands, and the Four of Cups. You've manifested forward movement. You've manifested victory. The situation here is the Seven of Swords. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Two of Wands. Adjustments are required. The Sun card adjustments are required because something is under spotlight attention, and what you don't want to be under spotlight attention is your self sabotaging ways. Let's look at this Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords and Magician is ugly energy. Ugly energy. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. The King of Wands, the King of Wands is a natural born leader, and that's your advice is to tap into your natural born leadership. But here's the challenge. I feel like somebody's abusing their power here. And it's like Spirit is saying, you've already manifested in victory. You've already manifested in forward movement. There's no need for you to be deceptive in your strategy. Slow down, be practical in your movement. Just be the natural leader that you are. Don't resort to deception because the opportunity here is the strength card. The opportunity is to hold back like from that primal instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like the strength card is about understanding that you don't need to take a lion approach to everything. Right? That vulnerable, like the card is literally depicting the it's the Virgo energy. I want you to know that. But anyways, it's depicting a feminine energy calming the Leo energy, right? I want you to pay attention. It's that's the water bearer that is calming. And I'll be ready for the message. Y'all wouldn't smash that thumbs up button anyways. It's the vulnerability that is taming the lion here. And it's teaching the opportunity is for you to understand like not every situation requires you to Thanos clap your or snap your fingers, right? Some situations really do require that vulnerable you. That's where you're going to make the most progress. That's where your natural leadership qualities shine. Good rising handsome. Just got it. Good. When you get moving. I was trying to hang your picture from yesterday from the nature walk, and your stuff isn't on the paper. So I want you to use the glue that your sister used. Um, I know there was an extra one. Okay, baby. Dang, what is sister with that glue? Boy, I tell you, I can never keep up with what y'all. I don't know what sis did with that glue, baby. I have the slightest idea. When she wakes up, will you ask her where it's at so that you can do that and it can dry today and we can hang it up tomorrow? Because your sister's just like in her room. That is going to bug me. I can't find that glue. I had a whole a brand new one that wasn't open either. Oh. Y'all, I almost forgot y'all was over here, to be honest with you. But let me see the strategy here. The situation is there's a need to really slow down and pay attention to your strategy here. Really slow down and pay attention to your strategy here. What is the Seven of Swords here? The Tower card. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Devil card. Who am I talking to? Gemini? Show me how Gemini showing up here. The Four Swords. I know. Baby, you've been in some sort of healing stage. Gemini's been in some sort of healing energy, and Spirit is saying during this healing energy, you've been manifesting forward movement, okay, victory and success over some sort of very challenging situation. And Spirit is saying someone is being very ugly on the back end. Someone is being very deceptive, okay? Someone is being very deceptive here. And that's okay. That's what you have to know, is you have to know that that's okay. If you know that you've been resting, healing, recovering, like just getting back on your feet, like I'm not trying to make nobody pay no extra price. I'm not trying to suffer the consequences. I am just trying to get back on my feet after some bullshit. If you can say that, then you have had some sort of truth and clarity that came through to you in that season of healing, because that's how you're showing up. So Spirit is saying, hold on to that truth. Don't become deceptive. Don't start lying, cheating, and stealing. Kind of like hold on to your resources. Be mindful about your resources, because I do feel like that somebody is up to no good, but they kind of hang them on self with the Tower, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Devil card. That's a long-term consequence. Okay, that's long-term consequence. That's a long-term consequence. Okay, I'm not laughing, but I'm saying if somebody was to come to me and be like, "Hey, Kiana, um, I had a one night stand with this dude. Can you tell me the consequences of it?" If that shit came out, pook it, took it. You'll know this motherfucker for the rest of your life. You understand what I'm saying? So this, like, whatever this strategy is, someone's getting ready to be chained and bound to that for a long time. Don't let it be you. Not when you've been doing some sort of healing, okay? Let's see why the Hierophant is in the challenging position. I do feel like that the challenge is that you may have to conform to some sort of structure, and that may not be something you want to do. Yeah, the Five of Wands, the Three of Swords. I also feel like the challenge here is shit, you might want to fight for control. You know what I'm saying? You might be out here fighting for control and dominance in this situation here. This is straight up rigidity. My heart's broke. I'm conflicted with that. The Emperor. By golly, I'm standing my ground. This is what I want, my way or the highway. And it's because somebody's heart is broken. So there is some sort of a rigid behavior. It's like a refusal to learn the lesson from the pain, and instead someone is hardened because of the pain. And that's what's presenting some sort of challenge here. So don't fight the pain. Don't fight with the pain. Don't use the pain as a weapon. Don't use the pain. Get ready to tell you something I cannot say that I necessarily agree with, but it's coming through. And y'all know I don't fight my spirit team. I leave that to y'all. Don't use the pain as your ammunition in this particular fight. And baby, I'm a Sagittarius. So baby, I love when a motherfucker tell me I can't do something because, well, a bitch, game on. Okay. So, but I have to be the one to tell you, Gemini, that don't allow the pain to be your fuel, right? So don't just go do something because you was told that you can't do it. The King of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Spirit is telling you to be, yeah, the Five of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, Spirit is telling you, like the King of Wands, you really have to rise above the current stance here. It is going to require you to, like get in the mud. I just heard get in the mud. Just because you feel like you've earned the right to not have to do something doesn't mean that you won't have to do it. But it does mean that because you've already done this, the reward is going to be twice as great. But unfortunately, I do see apathy on the other side. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular in this particular Four of Cups, it's almost this energy of being at peace in spite of the Three of Cups, because I'm holding on, because I know there is emotional fulfillment, there is emotional creation nearby. So it doesn't necessarily give emotional discontent, but it does on the other side. There is this awareness that, yeah, this isn't the celebration I was looking for, but I still see the emotional potential in it. So I see the opportunity for me to have a renewed emotional feeling, a new emotional creation within this opportunity. You see what I'm saying? So spirit is telling you that just hold tight, hold tight, reserve your resources. Don't waste your resources playing against their strategy. Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, Capricorn. All right, Spirit, tell me in for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know right now? What does my Cancerian collective need to know right now? I just seen judgment and justice. Show me what's going on for my Cancerian collective. Thank y'all for smashing that thumbs up button. Show me clear, concise messages for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know right now? Thank you, Spirit. The Queen of Swords. You could have a Libra or a Virgo coming towards you, or there could be a need to rise above your emotions in order to. Oh no, there's someone that's coming towards you for some sort of conversation and in hopes. This person is trying to be optimistic about the future. Let's see what's going on here. Page of Swords. There's definitely some sort of communication. The opportunity. Queen of Cups. Yeah. What's all these notifications? So we have the Seven of Cups, the Devil card, and the Justice card. I've seen that in the pre-shuffle. What's at the bottom of the deck? The wow. Oh, is that right? What I see at the bottom of the deck is the Star card, Empress, in the Page of Cups. I see justice coming towards you. I don't know. I swear I cleansed my energy. So I don't know why it just seems like it's a repetitive theme throughout the entire message, but I'm just gonna give it, okay. Um, there's a person coming towards you for conversation, okay, for communication. The opportunity is the Queen of Cups for you to be aware of your emotions, but not controlled by your emotions. Okay. So the opportunity, see, this person is coming towards you, rising above their emotions. Ooh, they don't be ready to stop. Someone is coming towards you, rising above their emotions to do what is best. Okay. Your opportunity here is to be in control of your emotions, to be aware of your emotions. See, most of the times the Queen of Cups is depicted in the water. She is literally touching the water most of the times. And that is because it is inevitable for the Queen of Cups to ignore her emotions. So, Spirit is saying when you acknowledge your emotions, you become more trusting of the situation. So, Spirit is saying, someone is coming to you detached from their emotions, and the opportunity is for you to be in control of your emotions. It gives you leverage. Here's the challenge: you tend to become emotionally overwhelmed. You're a Cancer sign. Why wouldn't you? The challenge is you tend to get carried away in your emotions. And the advice here is emotional intelligence from a detached perspective, meaning you have to detach from your toxic attachment to my feelings. Like my feelings, them is mine. The fuck you tell me I can't feel how I feel. That's how I feel. You right, Pookie Tookie, A plus. You are absolutely right. Let me go get a gold star sticker just for you because that is correct. However, just because those are your feelings and no one can tell you how to feel with those feelings, you can completely be out of bounds with the way you handle them things that you call yours, right? Just because a man got a penis don't mean he can just go out here and sling that thing around to any and everybody. Because not any and everybody want that thing, and some people call it sexual harassment around here. You hear me? Right? So, your advice is the devil card, baby. You do have to acknowledge where you get carried away with your emotions and it puts you at a disadvantage. But the opportunity is for you to become aware of your emotions so that you can be emotionally intelligent where someone else is emotionally detached. And when you are emotionally detached, you are severed, you are split, you are of two minds. So, where you have the opportunity to appeal to the emotional aspect of this situation, you cannot do it from an uncontrolled aspect. However, if you can take the advice here, what's on the other side is justice. Like, ultimately, it works out in your favor because of the emotional. What is the word? I'm getting wear and tear that this situation has had. However, I don't know why it doesn't feel like that's right, but that's the words that are coming to mind. It's like because this situation has had an emotionally extensive effect on you, there is an opportunity for justice. However, you cannot look at all these notifications coming through. You can play with somebody else. You can't do it from the perspective of you being so attached to that emotion. You have to be willing to detach. Let me just give you this example. Let me just because I feel like I'm talking in circles because I'm trying not to tell you all how it's equating. But what I will say is this right here. I know this young lady who is currently in a court case. And I know that everyone in the court case was per se, they were all representing themselves. Okay, until one person representing themselves showed themselves. And well, they couldn't unpaint the image that they presented of themselves. So they then had to go acquire an attorney. And the other person is in a position where you either go acquire an attorney to match the effort, or you recognize what is happening, you recognize the strategy, and you recognize that if you go and play into their game, then you put yourself in a disadvantage in other areas, and then you prove some sort of incompetence, right? So, whereas the energy is to become more aware of your emotions and understand that if you were to get an attorney, your attorney would handle it from an emotionally detached perspective, right? So you must be willing to be aware of your emotions, but not allow them to rule and control how you handle the case in presenting yourself. That is the only way that you find true justice. And there is wish fulfillment for the feminine energy, for growth. Okay. So there's healing, hope, optimism for the nurturing energy in that situation, right? That's just an example. And that's just literally an example, right? Pulled from thin air for purposes of teaching. Hey. And that's and I know you like, okay, Kiki, what's that mean? The two of swords to the lovers, that means something that you was once closed off to. Now you're open, now you're in union with something that you was once closed off to. That's your message, Cancer. Do with that as you may. Because I suggest you ride to the bank with it. What's up, Miss Falls? Where you been? How have you been? How's the married life? Have you walked down the aisle yet? Let's move into Leo. 57, 55. No, sir. No, sir. All right, Spirit, tell me in for Leo. Excuse me. Tell me in for Leo, Spirit. Tell me in for Leo. The Three of Pentacles, something about a collaboration. You need to know about a collaboration. Ooh. The Hierophant. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. The Five of Wands. The Chariot. The Three of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Why am I getting Mediator? With the Hierophant, to the Three of Pentacles, I am getting some sort of structured partnership, some sort of structured collaboration. However, with the Chariot in this particular position, it does mean that there is, like, whatever this is, like, there's an opportunity to make some sort of compromise, right? To the opportunity being the Five of Wands is like, the opportunity is to either just bark at each other and bark, bark, bark and not hear each other, or to slow down and make a compromise. That's the opportunity. And with the Chariot card being here, it's like you guys are like kind of like moving with no sense of direction within this collaboration here. And I do feel like that with this, it's saying that there's an opportunity to make some sort of compromise. However, there has to be this energy of focusing on forward movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son, he ate some crack. I don't let my kids eat in my room for real. I really want to be one of them parents like back in the day that keeps their doors shut all the fucking time for real. But then there's a part of me that is traumatized. Okay. So I don't. But anyways, so he was eating in my room and it left crumbs. And I was mad about it because, like, dude, I didn't told you the last 3 days to stop eating in my room or you can ready stop coming in my room. So yesterday he did it, and like I told him, I was like, "Look," I said, "You are not about to keep on disrespecting me." I won't give y'all the whole spiel of the bullshit. Bottom line was this right here. Baby girl, you still gotta go clean that mess up. Somebody still gotta go clean that mess up. Okay. And the way that yesterday was going, he chose to pitch a fit. So we had to handle the respect, right? So, um, like I told him, I can continue to fuss at you all day long. At the end of the day, you're going to suffer a consequence, and that mess still gotta be cleaned up. So I can either wait for you to clean the mess up, or I can say, I need to go walk in front of my dresser and not feel crumbs on the bottom of my feet right now and clean it up. That's what's happening here. Somebody is just like beating a dead horse. Like it fucking happened, Ma. It happened, Ma. It did. I fucking ate in your room and I spilled the crackers and I disrespected you. I'm in my timeout for disrespecting you. You want me to clean the mess up. I'm having a hard time getting through my timeout. Let me through my timeout and I'll clean the mess up. If you can't let me get through my timeout, clean the fucking mess up. But stop harping on the 6-year-old about the mess. Somebody is beating a dead horse right here. Somebody is beating a dead horse. And Spirit is saying, like, at the end of the day, did you get across the message? I got across the message yesterday. I did. Because I didn't end up having to clean it up. Okay. It got cleaned up, but I didn't have to do it. Okay. So the message got across, but I had to wait a little while and I didn't get to beat the dead horse all day long. You understand what I'm saying? And I went ahead and celebrated in the in between time. Okay. His first day of first grade may have been shortchanged, but my daughter's first day of fifth grade was fully productive. Okay. You can be fully productive even though something else may not be going to plan. Okay. You can still collaborate in a way that will make your end goal become accomplished. So you're collaborating with someone and there is an opportunity for you to compromise with them, but you have to stop focusing on the problem, Pookie Tookie. Like you have to stop focusing on the offense. You have to stop focusing on just the offense. There's a spiritual side, right? So every offense comes with a lesson. I don't need to hear it right now. Well, I don't know. What are you coming to say? God bless you, baby. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I thought he was coming to tell me about myself. But like there's something about needing to like with every every fuck up in life has a lesson attached to it. But you have to like you can either focus on the fact that you made a mistake or you can catch the lesson so that you don't make that mistake repeatedly. And that's what Spirit is saying here. You're focusing on the problem when the opportunity here is to have new emotional fulfillment if you can jump into celebratory energy. I don't know why my mouth is super dry this morning. Somebody may need to drink some water, Leo. I really, I really do hope we get some juicy readings. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to be all spiritual and shit today. I don't. I kind of want to be. I want to get into the drama. So if by the time I get done with Virgo, if it doesn't spice up a little bit, I'm probably gonna change up the spread a little. Okay. Cause this ain't working for your girl. This is making me want to go to bed. And I can't. I gotta go homeschool next. Virgo, we're gonna just go ahead and do you at 105, but I seen 104.55, but by the time I write it down. Show me spirit. Clear, concise messages for Virgo. Virgo, we have the Knight of Cups coming out for you. In the Three of Wands. Okay, so there is some sort of romantic, um, creative encounter, right? So some sort of lover boy, lover girl coming your way, incoming. The Sun card. Ooh, it's gonna make you happy too. If you do it, if you do it, go find you something safe to do. He's trying it. The Knight of Pentacles is the opportunity to be slow, intentional, and um, just be slow and intentional. Because the Knight of Cups, in order to ground the Knight of Cups, like the Knight of Cups is, it's like that Neptune energy. It's like dreaming outside of the box. It's like lover boy, lover girl, and that is beautiful. But it needs to be grounded. If it cannot be grounded, then it's just a dream, right? So a dream is only as good as the work that you're willing to put in. Stop. The King of Cups. Emotional diplomacy is a challenge here. Therefore, emotional intelligence is an issue here. Your advice is the Five of Wands. Likely outcome is the Two of Wands. Adjustments will be needed. Like you'll have to make adjustments along the way, whatever this is for you. But you do have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands present, Virgo. As Soulful Resolution puts it, this is your request out into the universe. And the Three of Wands is the universe bringing that request in to you. Okay. So they are present, but it does look like it requires, oh shit, Virgo. What you got going on? It does look like that it requires some sort of patience here, okay? It requires some sort of patience. It requires you to gain a different perspective. It requires you, look at this particular Three of Wands. I want you to see what she's doing. She's looking out at the scenery and then she is painting that, right? And then we have the Hangman. So Spirit is wanting you to gain a different perspective of what you're looking at before you continue to paint on your canvas, okay? Because you may only be like your canvas can only hold this much, but are you looking at the full picture, right? So, Spirit is saying the Five of Wands is here in your advice position, and that is about. I do feel like that Spirit is saying that there is some sort of compromise to be made, but I also feel like that. Let's say that there's a conflict, an argument, a disagreement. We'll even go a little bit farther and call it a misunderstanding. Spirit is saying that there has to be wiggle room on wherever your stance is on that conflict. That's why the challenge here is emotional diplomacy. Somebody is not being emotionally wise here. They're not. They're not. But the opportunity, but what's on the other side, if you're willing to like look at this conflict, miscommunication, or whatever it is from an emotionally diplomatic perspective, then you're going to see the horizons open up. And it is going to require you to make adjustments, but because you can see the horizons open, you're going to be able to shift into those adjustments more easily. And it could have a lot to do with stabilizing some sort of work partnership or just stabilizing the way that you collaborate with people, period. Why is emotional diplomacy in the challenge here? Could actually just be a person that's in the way, right? So there could be a Knight of Cups situation coming your way. And I don't know. What is the King of Cups? The King of Swords definitely having to get real. Yeah, somebody needs to become independent. Somebody needs to become independent. King of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles. And if this isn't independent, somebody needs to come financially stable on their own. Someone needs to become financially stable on their own. That way you don't feel like you're collaborating with someone because of practical increase. You know what I'm saying? Or this is also the energy of, that's why your ass shouldn't be out here over fucking giving, because now you didn't overgave and now you want to reap the rewards for your overgiving. And now here you are sitting here dealing. This motherfucker's over here cheating, fucking doing all of this, but because your ass then overgave into this situation and this motherfucker bringing bitches in y'all's houses and you done paid all the bills this month. So you like, nah, bitch. Well, I'm not going nowhere. I ain't gonna pay these bills this month. Bitch, nobody tell your ass to pay his bills any fucking ways. Okay, you stupid. So now because you didn't pay the bills and now you hell bent on reaping the rewards for paying them motherfucking bills, now you got this motherfucker playing in your face like a goofy. But if you don't count your fucking losses and stop over giving and learn to get more independent and stable in yourself, so you're not eating shit just to stay above water. I told y'all Virgos kind of piss me off a little bit. I don't got a little give. I don't got a little give for Virgo right now, but it doesn't change the message. It only changed my delivery. Okay. But the message is still the message. I'm speaking to a Virgo that is not severing ties with the situation because of some sort of codependency. Okay. It is because of some sort of codependency. And the Knight of Pentacles is in your opportunity position in Virgo. That is your card. So the opportunity is to become real Virgo like and to start to become real practical and honest with yourself, because whatever this situation is, it isn't practical for it to be sustainable, because if anything, it's draining to you. Okay, it's like it's the very thing that's holding you back from your wish fulfillment. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have to be honest with you. Some of y'all, it's a person. Some of y'all, it's a flat out person. And it's either a person that you have just envisioned your entire life with, or it's a person that is very fucking stable. Some of y'all could even have work ties with the emperor to the 8 of Pentacles. Some of y'all could even have work ties in hopes of some sort of elevation and promotion. I know we are not out here selling ourselves for a promotion in the matrix. Absolutely the fuck not. You might as well be a streetwalker. But let me not play. See, I told you, I know I'm a little bit judgmental. Okay. I know I am. But I judge with love. Okay. Let me come about your space. Could be an Aquarius, a Capricorn, a Leo, Virgo, Leo, uh, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, Aquarius. Oh, y'all talking today? Miss Falls is, well, I should have known that when Miss Falls is in here. She's going to talk. I be catching you late at night, so I end up dozing off. It makes sense. I know that's right. You off today? All right, Spirit, tell me in for Libra. Radiant rising to you as well, Crystal Dove. Let me see, Spirit. What does Libra need to be made aware of right now? Thank y'all so much for smashing that thumbs up button. It is thoroughly appreciated. Spirit, tell me in. What is it that Libra needs to be made aware of right now? The Ace of Wands. Ooh. Oh, Spirit said, just wait, Key. I'm going to spice that thing up for you in a second. Give me a second. Shit. I'm going to spice it up. Spirit said, Libra going to do it too. The Ace of Wands, there's some sort of passionate spark coming. Some of y'all could be standing at attention. I definitely feel like some of y'all are about to be having somebody standing at attention or about to be standing at attention. One of the two. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, The situation is the Ace of Cups. The opportunity is the King of Wands. Now, somebody is definitely getting the opportunity to get some overflow. Put a towel down. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It doesn't have to be that. Okay, I'm going to break it down in a second. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles. Give me some, Libra. And Judgment, y'all. Ah, give me some. Give me some. Look, it leads to wish fulfillment too. It leads to celebrations. It could even lead to breakfast in bed. Pookie Tookie. Give me some. What's up, La Unique? Okay. Well, I'm going to have to do some clarifying on this. I know I'm sensing new. I'm smelling new. And I feel like I definitely feel like that what you need to know is get ready to be reinvigorated. Get ready to feel inspired. Get ready to feel yourself. There's the situation is there's I like you. Or some sort of just an like it can be a job, okay? It's not given a job. It's given a person. It's given a person, Libra. I have to be honest. It's given Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Honestly, it's given Leo, Sag, Pisces, Aries. Yeah, I know. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Cancer. What you looking for, baby? You doing your words? Thank you. That's absolutely right. That's right. What book you using, baby? Okay, you got it. So it's definitely giving something new, like someone running, like you running into someone feeling a spark initiated, and you're like, "Ooh, I like this feeling. This is a new emotional feeling. Yeah, this is new. I'm feeling this is new." The challenge is you may tend to have control issues, one. And also I do feel like that it could also be like, why would this come at this time in my life? Like it could be on a day where you out there in your pajamas looking a hot mess, sweatpants, you just look a hot mess. I know that's tend how it be for me. I don't know about you. But why is it that dudes always choose to give you the most attention when you look the raggediest? I'm talking about run to the store for 2 seconds in your nightie, in your bathrobe, and baby, every dude that sees you is going to holler at you. That you got there fully dressed, looking presentable, and everybody is too scared to approach you. Anyways, it's almost that energy. It's like, oh my gosh, why would this person actually speak when I look like this? Or when I'm in this situation? Or, like it's just something like that. But spirit is like, baby, fuck that. Go for it. Go for the opportunity. Go for the grab. Go ahead and grab life by the balls. Ain't that what they say? Or is it the horns? I can't remember. Show me what is this what is this Ace of Cups? It's definitely a person. It's definitely given a person. What is this? What is this? What is this that's showing up? What is it? What is it? The worst is over. This is reconciliation. I'm sorry to get your hopes up. Okay. It's definitely given the worst is over. I seen judgment on the board. I did. I did. I did. I did see judgment on the board, but I do my best not to equate judgment automatically to reconciliation. But I do feel like that there's a lot of anxiety between you and a person. I do feel like that something is getting reinvigorated, but the like and see can. Good job. Good job. And you wrote it and I can read it. Sis is still asleep. Can you play with your Play-Doh for a little while? I do feel like that the worst is over. Like, what is this? This is the worst over. Like, I really hate to say that. Yeah, the hanged man. Yeah, spirit. Like, I don't know. I'm just. This is definitely somebody. This is a reconciliation, baby. I won't. I won't run from it. Okay. This is someone. This is somebody. This is someone saying, "Hey, can we start over?" That's exactly what this is. That's why all the aces are here. And the only ace that is missing is the Ace of Swords. And that Ace of Swords is very much so present in this Wheel of Fortune, okay, in the challenging position, meaning that you may not be so open to hearing or receiving this message because it is something that you're going to have to gain a different perspective on. And hearing from this person is like, oh my gosh, I do not want to dredge up the Three of Swords again. Show me this King of Wands. Show me the King of Wands so that Libra will know exactly who this is. The Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Chariot card. Damn, that's hot. It's definitely a connection that is going to require adjustments, but if you're willing to make adjustments, victory and success is possible within this connection. It's just no way around it. But the King of Wands is given Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Chariot card. I'm gonna be honest with you. Why do I feel like some of you all could have kind of like moved really fast into a connection with this particular person? I also feel like that whoever this person is, they're very nurturing. It's an opportunity to nurture this connection and overcome the challenges here. What do you mean this Ace of Pentacles for their advice? Help me understand the Ace of Pentacles for their advice. Damn. I thought I was going to be able to give you brand spanking new, Libra. Two of Cups. It's definitely a fire sign. You and I both know that, huh? Only person lying is if it ain't your story, then it ain't a fire sign. Okay. Or if it ain't a fire sign, then it ain't your story. Because you's definitely dealing with a fire sign. Maybe maybe fire water. It's giving fire water. Okay. They giving fire. Fire. I do feel like that there is this energy. The Two of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. There's a new opportunity within this partnership. I just feel like that there's like, I do feel like that someone that you would have considered yourself to have had an ending with, a betrayal with, yeah, the Five of Cups, you would have considered this person a loss. You would have considered this person a loss. You feel like that you feel like that you're already mourning the end, or that you've already mourned the end of this. It does look like that there is a new solid opportunity. It does require a compromise and for you to be a little bit adventurous. Yeah. So the likely outcome is renewal here. The likely outcome is renewal. This could be pertaining to Pisces, a Cancer, a Sag, a Capricorn, a Leo, a Cancer, a Sag, a Pisces, a Sag, a Scorpio, Aries. Yeah, you can already be collaborating, and I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna keep on moving. All right, Scorpio. 125.25. Somebody had that number last time. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, see, I think I had it off in yours, but I don't know, Scorpio. I'm getting cold in yours. Let me see, Spirit. Tell me in for Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio right now? What does Scorpio need to know about right now? Ooh, I might be able to cook a whole breakfast today before school. Yay. Let me see, Spirit. Tap me in. The World card, the Nine of Swords, the Hanged Man. 2112 could be significant. 912, 921 can be significant. That would be Virgo energy, right? Who am I talking to? Scorpio? The Seven of Swords. What the fuck? What's got going on? I will say there's some sort of cycle of the Nine of Swords is stress, fears, anxiety to the point of self-fulfilling, right? So um somebody's got to close out a cycle of all of this fear and anxiety. Somebody need to clean their mind up for real. Somebody needs to clean their mental bandwidth up. Something like there's something that you're obsessing about. There's something that's on your mind that's just kind of out of your control right now. And you're obsessing about strategy. And like, even if you were able to come up with a halfway decent strategy at this time, it would be fucked by the frequency. I'm exhausted, Scorpio. Yes, I really am. I really am. When I got here, I got exhausted. When I was in Libra, I was ready to climb on top of something. Now I'm exhausted. The Seven of Pentacles, the Death card. Let me tell you something, baby. Whatever your strategy is, you're getting this message right here and right now. It don't work. Bring it to an end. Go back to the drum board. Go back to the drawing board. The Ace of Wands. Go back to the drawing board. Yep. Somebody's strategies. The situation here is there's a need to evaluate your strategy because right now, if you step back and gain a different look at your strategy, you'll see that it is absolutely fear based. Fear based. And well, this card here, Scorpio's got, for some reason, I'm getting the energy that Scorpio's got a hard head. So instead of me watching you make your ass tender, let me help you out a little bit and show you proof in the pudding. Okay. What's the proof, Keke? What's the proof? The proof is in the pudding. 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 I mean, the Nine of Swords is self-fulfilling prophecies, and this deck here is my favorite depiction of the Nine of Swords, which is so crazy because Nana can't see it because I feel like that the mess. There you go, right here, the Nine of Swords, which is here for what's going on with you, right? That's exactly what's going on with you. Is the Nine of Swords, and Spirit is like what you need to know right now. Wrap that shit up, not now, but absolutely a week ago, about 9 days ago. It says unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies. Spirit is telling you to surrender this fear, unfounded fear, because it's creating self-fulfilling prophecies here. Go. Um, so let's get to it. Yep, the challenge here is I, baby, let me tell you something, Scorpio. Either change your strategy up and start utilizing the actual resources that you have, or or expect the tower. Expect the tower. And the tower will destabilize your foundation. So spirit is saying that your strategy is fucked up right now because it is a fear-based strategy. So spirit is giving you the opportunity to pull back and evaluate yourself. And then the opportunity is the death card. Make the change. And when I said make the change, y'all already know who I heard. Oh my, I'm starting with the man in the mirror, right? What's up, Ambassador Scorpio? What's up, Connie? Good rising. But if you're willing to make those changes, if you're willing to latch onto that opportunity, that's right, the man in the mirror, then I do see you actually, like, if you utilize the actual resources that you have instead of trying to manufacture resources out of fear and anxiety, I actually see, what do I actually see? Well, I see accountability, and I see it not, I see something kind of finally catching up. And I feel like that's why someone has been so strategic because they're apathetic, trying to, like, it's like you already know that there's a loss coming. And so you're trying to prevent the loss. It's like you're trying to defend the loss. It's like you're already grieving the feelings. It's like you're already feeling the feelings of grief. And because of that, your strategy, like, I don't know, let's just say you don't want to pay child support. Let's just say you don't want to pay child support. And so because you don't want to pay child support, what you start doing is, yeah, let me use this example so I can save a dummy some game. Let's say you don't want to pay child support. So what you start doing is you go to the mall and buy the whole mall up in clothes and go buy all of Walmart and all of Kroger's diapers up and go drop them off to your baby mama's house. That way, when y'all go to court next week, you show judge, I've been there. I've been showing up for my baby. I don't know what she's talking about. That judge is getting ready to say congratulations. Now pay this still every single month. Okay. So, Spirit is saying instead of trying to be manipulative, now that you have something like that emotion, instead of trying to stockpile to prove that you've been there, it's like just own up to your accountability and move forward doing better. But I do see that if someone that I'm speaking to stops with the strategy, then the truth may be seen. And in that instance, the truth is, my peoples, even though you just dropped $1,000 worth of supplies off yesterday, the baby's 7, 8 months years old. And it's the first time that you have records of doing something like that. That shows character. And I feel like I'm speaking to someone that's trying to run from character, or you're dealing with someone that's trying to run from character. I don't think it's that, but just take it as it resonates. There could be a Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Leo, a Capricorn, a Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Virgo. It's a lot of people here. Leave me alone. Over here being my number 2 bully. Then he's coming to be yours. He said he wants to learn too. He said show him too. Apathy must be counterbalanced. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a change for once in my life. That's right. Gonna feel real good. It's gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. I miss Michael. I miss Michael too. That's right. Let's move forward to Sag. Yes. Which one is it? Do you know what it says? You know.
And I didn't even spell it out. Nothing. I just went through the.
You need mommy for a second. Y'all, I need an intermission. Okay, give me a second. I'll be back. Everything from Aries through Scorpio is done. I'm coming back and I'll do Sagittarius. Okay. Well, if I can find my intermission stick, there it is.
What's up? What's good? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the tribe. Life is getting hard lately. I know that's right. We don't bitch about it getting hard, baby. We figure out what to do with it. Let's jump in. It's staring at the ceiling, 3 a.m. again. Wondering about his silence, wondering where he's been. Is he reflecting? Is he moving on? Or just playing games until the break of dawn? You need the instant access, you need the homegirl truth. Stop sugarcoating lies, let's get into the root. I'm pulling up the energy, I'm tapping in the night. We're gonna see what's hidden in the dark and bring it to the light. It's the Manjula Awakening. Open up your eyes, Kiana's on the deck. Cutting through the lies from the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need to know. No chaser, just spirit. Yeah. She keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. I see a cold red on the 4th floor. Listen close. That person on your mind, yeah, they do the most. They smiling on the outside, but they're miserable within. Trying to save face, but they know they can't win. I'm picking up the energy, but let me be clear. That behavior right there, yeah, that's bitch made, my dear. They fumbled the bag, we dropped the prize. Now they watching from the sidelines. We're regretting their eyes. Don't let them spin the block unless they coming correct. Radical self-sight is what we expect. It's the Manjula Awakening. Open up your eyes. Kiana's on the deck. Cutting through the lies from the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you.
Okay, thank y'all so much for your patience. Eyes back. Let's jump into Sagittarius because I got to get to school, honey. I got to get to school. Brief intermission. Yes. Those are the lyrics of the song, The Man in the Mirror. That's right. Brief intermission, y'all. Go grab you some water. That's right. What's up, Pookie Tookie? Let's jump in for Sagittarius. Let me read timestamp Sag for 139.50. All right, Spirit, tap me in. 139.50 for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know right now? What does Sag need to know right now? I know she's not a Sagittarius, but for some reason, I just got pulled into Blue Alley Tarot's energy. Y'all make sure y'all send that baby some love and light. A lot of it. Let me see, Spirit. Let me see. I literally have no idea. I'm hearing her name in everything. I have no idea why. Anyways, let me go. Let me go, Spirit. Tie me in. Let me go. What's going on? What does Sag need to know right now? The Magician. You need to know something about your manifestations. At the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands, reaping the reward for your harvest. That's Gemini Virgo energy. Wow, we have the Three of Cups, the Lovers card, the Judgment card, the King of Cups. What you got going on, Sagittarius? Give me some. And the Four of Wands is the likely outcome. What you got going on, Pukituki? You got a manifestation coming in. And the outcome of it is celebratory relationships. Okay. This look good. This look good. I don't know why Judgment is in the challenging position. That scares me. It scares me. It makes me nervous to look at the bottom of the deck. I already knew the Ace of Wands was there, but the Six of Swords is there in the Seven of Pentacles. This isn't necessarily brand spanking new for some of you all Sagittarians. I know. Yeah, I seen that too. But I also follow her on Instagram too. Spirit, let's just cut straight to the chase. Let's look at the Ten of Cups at the top. Oh my gosh, bitches, ain't no this is definitely lovely. Okay, Sagittarius. Like, hold on. Can we have a moment of applause? Like, not even a moment of applause. Can we have a moment of silence? Something is actually coming in good for you, Sagittarius. It really is. It really is. It really is. And it's a manifestation. You've manifested this. The opportunity is the Lovers. So the opportunity is some sort of soul union, understanding, coming together, body rock, knocking boots. It is nice. It is nice. The Three of Cups and the Lovers, Judgment, King of Cups, Four of Wands. I want some of it. I want my own. I don't want nobody else's. You hear me? But I do have to look at this Judgment, okay? Because what I'm trying, really hoping that the universe is, I don't know, the universe is going to do what the universe wants to do. So what I'm fearing is Judgment in the challenging position. Meaning, have you learned the lesson? Meaning, well, I fear you may know this lesson. Grand Rising, Tisha. I'm good. How are you? What is Judgment? Why is Judgment here in the challenging position? The Hanged Man. Yeah. Yeah. Are you willing to surrender your guarded defensiveness and be more optimistic about your foresight? Listen, Linda, it doesn't really matter. Spirit just said it doesn't really matter. Okay. New or old. Because I'm going to be honest, for some of y'all, it's going to be some of y'all that are open to the past. Some of y'all, this is renewal energy. Okay. And the challenge here is the Judgment card. The Hangman, there's a need to look at this situation from a different perspective so that you can learn the necessary lessons that you need to learn so that you can stop this hyper vigilant Nine of Wands mentality so that you can be more optimistic about your expansion, about your future. Okay. And this doesn't have to be with the past person. That's just be more optimistic about your love life. Because I'm speaking to a Sagittarius that whether it's be an old person or a new person, you have a guarded defense when it comes to your love life, but yet your ass been manifesting in a happy little relationship. And it looked like that little happy little relationship is knocking on your door. However, have you really learned the lesson, or have you been to, or are you still so focused on being hyper vigilant and hyper defensive? Yes, sir. Good job. Can you now write the lowercase ones? I want those are all uppercase. Thank you. I don't know why he is choosing to do schoolwork right now. I don't know. But school does not officially start until 9:30 over here. Okay. But I guess school was that fun. Anywho, the likely outcome of this is the Four Wands, baby. That's nice. Yeah, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck, baby, you really have been refusing to look at a situation in a way that is beneficial for your expansion. No one's saying that the way that you have been looking at it is wrong. It's just saying that that perspective doesn't allow for expansion for you. So if you are willing to shift your perspective a little, then you can experience expansion. What is this King of Cups? What is the King of Cups? The Queen of Wands. You're being told to be emotionally diplomatic and confident about it, right? So the King of Cups, he does, yeah, in there. I know that's right. I know that's right. Look what's right back at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Cups. Baby, I'm not gonna keep fooling with you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're doing too much up, down, up, down. What you doing? I'm not gonna keep moving them curtains for you. King and Queen of Wands just came out here for your advice in the Emperor. So the Queen and King of Wands is split up by the Emperor. So Spirit is asking you to be emotional, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is a need for emotional diplomacy, okay? And there's a need for a shift in your confidence and in the way that you lead. There's a need for a shift in your confidence, in your emotional capacity, and in your ability to lead the situation. You have to shift because Spirit is saying your advice is to be emotionally diplomatic and confident and be a fucking leader at that. Emotionally diplomatic, confident, and lead the hell out of it. And you got it. You got it. Like, stop expecting somebody else to lead you. Like, you don't got eyes that work. It's not to say that you can't, it's not to say that you're not here for teamwork, but I'm speaking to someone that it's like you're calling in the manifestation and then you're letting somebody else do it. Oh, and fucking goodness. Look, have you ever, like, okay, I can do my eyelashes. I can do my eyelashes. But when I went and got my eyelashes done, they were horrible. I thought I didn't like it. Sometimes when you relinquish, because just because someone does it all day, every day, doesn't mean that they know how to do it to your likings. So, like, sometimes we become so accustomed to, I just don't want to do it. Here, you do it. And when you do that, that's fine. But you have to understand that it's not going to be done to necessarily to your likings. Spirit is saying, like, stop. Like, you're manifesting something in, and then you're turning over the manifestation for someone else to manage. And then you're being upset when the manifestation isn't being managed to your expectations. Stop relinquishing control over your manifestations. There's a need for emotional diplomacy when dealing with your manifestations because you've manifested this relationship in. Now be the GOAT, be the emotional wise one within this situation. I do see you going towards union. I see you going towards union. What's the Four Wands? What type of union is this? Hey, what type of union is this? The one you asked for? The Ten of Cups, the World card, and the Two of Cups. That's a new way of doing. Like, what type of union is it? What type of union is it? A union that you've never done before. Like, you've never loved, you've never been handled this way in union, and you've never handled union this way before. It's brand spanking new. It's the World card. It's a brand new beginning. It's a brand new way of doing things. And some of you all, I have to tell you that there is a new cycle inside of a soulmate connection, but you'll have to come for a personal reading for all that shit. And because of that, I won't call out zodiac signs, not because I'm trying to shortchange you, but just because this is a tricky read. And some of you all, if I label out your ex and here you are hoping for reconciliation from that person and you close off to the very thing that you've manifested, I don't want to be responsible for that. Okay. Let's move into Cap. All right, Capricorn, let's dive in and see what do you need to know right now. I want to thank you all so much for smashing that thumbs up button. It is greatly appreciated. Let me see, Spirit. Clear, concise messages. What does Capricorn need to know right now? Okay, we got the Five of Cups and a card flipped in the reverse. Damn. The Five of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles wanting to flip out in the reverse. It literally spun around on my table. Something is ending because it's just time. Something is naturally coming to an end. Like this is just the natural life cycle of something that's played out. And it's also this energy of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think people mourn death as sadly when someone passes from natural causes, right? I feel like that spirit is trying to say like something is just ran its course. So don't stay down too long. It's like it's time to accept that something just naturally played out the way it was meant to. No, I don't see a death here. I don't see that here. But I'm just saying that was the best analogy. You know what I'm saying? After they've lived 100 and fucking 20 years, it's like you lived a life. Go get your rest. Go rest your bones. Go rest that flesh. Go rest that mind. Right? It's that. And so spirit is saying, you know what? Nikes. That good old my favorite pair of Nikes. You gave me a good journey. As much as I hate to let you go, because Nike don't make you no more. I'm gonna go ahead and call this the end. Our journey is officially over. And I'm not going to throw myself a whole week long of mourning because something actually came to a natural close. The Ace of Cups. Hey, Puka, you better not, you better poke your motherfucking head up, Puka. Ain't no motherfucking way. We crying over something that came to a natural end and missing out something that is coming to a natural beginning. You better pick your fucking head up, Buttercup. Okay, something naturally had to come to an end so that you could naturally flow into this new beginning. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles, and it's been a long time coming. The Eight of Swords, but you just got to get out of your head. You got to stop like rehearsing this ending here. You do. Like whatever that spilled through your cups is in the Five of Cups, you got to stop. It's on replay in your head. You got to be willing to learn your lesson and understand that that shit just wasn't productive for you anymore. You gonna celebrate this one. You're gonna celebrate whatever's coming your way. Whatever this Two of Cups is, you will be celebrating it. Meanwhile, back on the ranch, you're crying because something is no longer celebratory. Thank you, baby. Do whatever. Just, baby, I don't know. I just know that because of the behavior yesterday, you're not allowed in my room. So you're not allowed in my TV. But there is a lot of stuff for you to do in this moment until I get finished. Okay? Y'all, he can come up with 1,001 reasons to continue to interrupt my life because he has lost his privilege to watch TV. So y'all are going to have to show me some grace today or move the fuck around. So I don't really know what I want to clarify because I don't want to aid you in continuously harping over what's come to an end. But I also don't want to. I don't want to give you. Let me just see. Let me just clarify the Ace of Cups. The Nine of Swords. The Three of Swords. Well, baby, who am I talking to? Capricorn. I'm just gonna be 1,000% honest with you, baby. You're a whore who's hurt. You're a hurt whore or a whore who's hurt. Okay, as Tyler Tarot would put it. Yeah, you are, and because of that, you're not really, you're not really seeing what's right in front of you, love. And I do feel like that this is someone that is willing to be patient, practical, and understanding with you, but this person is patient and willing, understanding as this person is willing to be, they draw the line right at you projecting your pain onto them. And I think that that's why the universe is saying it's time for you to get up out of your head. Like, stop thinking about that situation because, baby, you be thinking about that situation and then fuck around and cuss this new person out as if they was just the one that was in that thought with you. They don't even know what the fuck you was just thinking about, and they damn sure wasn't the other person in the storyline, but yet they're paying the price for it because you keep obsessing about that ending. Spirit is like, stop thinking about it. It's too much of a shift on your mood and it's affecting how you're showing up with people in the present moment. And you actually have someone who is willing to be patient, practical, and intentional with you that will bring about some celebratory energy. But there is a need for you to kind of like the Hierophant, like, be wise about the thoughts that you choose to entertain here. What's the Hierophant? The Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. I don't know. I want to know who fucking gave that advice. You got to go up under one to get over, like, get up under another one to get, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever invented, like, just distract yourself. Whoever invented that bullshit, they stupid. They fucked our society. Okay. Like all that busy work in the school system's fucking ridiculous. Okay. It really is. It teaches people not to appreciate time. But um I definitely feel like that spirit is saying that there is a need to be more legit is the word that I'm getting in the way that you're moving. Because I feel like that because you're so focused on what ended in this breakup, that it's like you're not, yeah, I'm not really looking for nothing long term anyway. So uh, I'm just gonna show up illegit. It's like I'm just getting someone not being authentic, and it's because it's like you. I'm still focused on this over here. I ain't looking for nothing serious. I'm just looking for a little distraction in this moment, so my moment isn't so tied up on that. But that distraction isn't going to get your mind off of that. That's why the Eight of Swords is in the challenging position. And Spirit is saying, I need you to actually like just kind of like stop replaying that ending over and over and over and over again so that you can actually be open to this king, this Knight of Pentacles. Who is this Knight of Pentacles? The magician, it could be a Virgo. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's someone. Okay. They got their shit together. Okay. The magician, the king of pentacles, and the three of swords. So this is someone that is willing to be practical and intentional with you. They see the three of swords, but this person, they do see the three of swords. But I also, why do I feel like that this is someone that maybe different timelines, but had the exact same, like they, because they did. This is like whatever it is you're crying over. This person has cried over something like you're just the male version of this person, or you're just the female version of this person, but this person sees themselves in their journey and exactly where you stand right now. And that's why this person intends to be practical, patient, and intentional when moving with you because they do understand. I'm going to say this word wrong. Is it the when it's fragile? Fragility? I don't know. English is not my first language. But there is, oh, thank you, Susie. Thank you. Let's see. Oh no, I've been over here too long, past 10 minutes. Let's see, what's the three of cups? And then we're out of here. Fragility, I think that's the word. Well, for, I'm having a hard time pronouncing the word. Three wands. Oh wow, this is nice because whatever this is, this person is emotionally intelligent. Okay, don't shortchange yourself by crying over the past. Okay, not saying that it's not present, it's not real, but I'm just saying like don't keep yourself trapped in just replaying some ending, therefore not allowing yourself the space to heal. Right. All right, that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Something good's trying to come in for you, babe.
Fragility.
Fragility, fragility,
Fragility.
fragility. Fragility. Thank you, Kristen. I need to hurry up and hurry. I was excited thinking I was going to be able to cook a whole breakfast and then got long winded on the back end. What's up, Colleen Marie? What's up, baby? Happy sun up to you too, Pooh. Thank y'all so much for smashing that thumbs up button. It is appreciated. Let's see, Spirit. Tap me in for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know right now? The Two of Cups, something to do with partnership. A new cycle within a partnership is here. Temperance, yeah, something's. Oh, you got an apology coming your way. You're about to be healing the connection. Don't allow that bitterness to get in the way. It is you. Oh, reconciliation. Oh, give me some. Give me bite. Oh, I'm just kidding. You definitely have some sort of partnership that is getting a breath of fresh air. Okay, there's a new cycle. In some sort of partnership here. There's definitely a renewal here. Okay, judgment is here, but you are going to have to address your own hurt feelings. Okay, Even if you can justifiably say that this situation hurt your feelings, you cannot expect the knife that cut you to be the knife that heals you, right? So I do feel like I'm speaking to someone. I am here to let you know that there is a partnership that is getting a new cycle. Okay. And the situation is temperance here. There's gonna be, it's gonna need some tempering. It's gonna take some balance. I mean some patience, and it's gonna take a little of this and a little of that. You guys are gonna have to work together to figure out how to make this work. And because it is going to take temperance energy, it don't have no room for that little pent up resentment, bitterness, or underhanded slide comments. Yeah, I bet that bitch didn't suck your dick like this. Yeah, I bet that bitch didn't make your coffee like this. Yeah, I bet that bitch didn't do this. Or yeah, I bet that man didn't do this. Blase, blase, like that shit got to go. There's no room for that in formulating this solution or this reconciliation, Aquarius. Yes. He's been sitting over the whole time. He done wrote his alphabet. He done already done his sight words and everything. You did the same thing. Oh, yeah, my baby is smart. He is extremely smart. Him and his father is extremely smart, but there's a double-edged sword to that. There's a double-edged sword to that. But yes, my son is extremely smart. He is. He is extremely smart. And more than anything, his memory recall out of this world. Out of this world. But yeah, Aquarius, I definitely see a reconciliation. Well, he just came back up, like he's darting off to the back because he's probably back or sneaking on somebody's tablet, phone, or TV, doing some shit he ain't got no business doing. Too smart for his own motherfucking good. You hear me? But and if I find out you are in trouble, young man, nothing. But I do see it. I do see a successful reconciliation here. I do. Do see a successful reconciliation here, but as much as this person may want to reconcile and as much as you may have a desire to reconcile, if you're not willing to address the repressed emotions, because the Queen of Wands, when she's in the challenging position, baby, one thing for sure, two things for certain, she gonna get her get back. Ask any Aries. Ask any Aries. Piss Aries off. Baby, they gonna make sure you know that you pissed them off. Okay. You don't piss an Aries off and not know you pissed an Aries off. You will know. That's the challenge. Is that somebody, well, I say Aries because Pisces, I mean, because the Queen of Wands is Aries, Pisces energy for me, and then the tower here, that's Aries, Scorpio energy for me. But anyways, back to the reading. I definitely feel like that there is that energy there that is influencing and affecting this reconciliation, not getting up and off the ground. So, your advice is to make a radical change because there is a final decision on the other side. And that final decision can be a new cycle, which is what you truly want if you're honest with yourself. You want a new cycle within this situation and you can have it, or you can manifest bullshit into it. It's up to you. Could be a Sag, an Aries, a Scorpio, Pisces. That's only 5 minutes. Oh no, we ain't gonna really do all that. Hold on, baby. Let me see. Nah, baby, we ain't gonna do all that. Let me see. Damn. Your message was crystal clear, though. I will say that, Aquarius. I won't shortchange you, but your message is crystal clear. Let me look at the Tower card. But you bet your ass he lights up when I'm around. I know that's right. No, I believe it. Most Aquarians are they have beautiful minds. Yeah, yeah. The Tower card. What is the Tower card? The Seven of Cups, baby. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. You have an illusion, a fantasy of what you think this person should do in order to make up for what they did to you. It's unrealistic. And spirit is like, can you please, like, let me say this, because I know based on these cards that who I'm speaking to is desiring this reconciliation. The universe is telling you, I know you want this. So I don't want you to mess it up. Thank you, baby. I don't want you to mess it up. And because of that, the universe is saying, I need you to look at the unrealistic expectations that you have for this reconciliation to take place. Because spirit is saying, I need you to blow up those illusions so that you can get more grounded, so that this final decision doesn't leave you with, damn, I wish I would have done this. Or dang, I wish I would have said this. Dang, I wish I wouldn't have pushed for this. Or damn, I should have let that shit go. You understand what I'm saying? What's the Queen of Wands? What is like what's making the bitter energy? You say what? Cause y'all didn't spill some on it? Why? Oh, is it broken under the thing? Weak spots. You try to avoid them. Go on, boy. Let me see. What's the Queen of Wands, boy? You gotta love him, Chira, in their honesty, boy. I tell you. What's the Queen of Wands? I'm done. 5 minutes or not, baby. Some readings just don't take forever to do it. Okay. Seven of Swords. Like literally, you're bitter, you're resentful, and so you want this month. Like you're bitter and resentful. This person probably cheated on you. They probably lied to you. They probably stole from you. They stole your time. They stole your sense of humility. They did something unjustifiably, and you like, bitch, you gonna pay for this. And spirit is like, baby, as much as you want them to pay for that, you don't want them to pay for that more than you want them back. So spirit is saying, let vengeance be mine. Let vengeance be mine. Clear up your spirit so that you can get honest with yourself about whether you want this reconciliation or not. Because I feel like that if you can look past the need to get vengeance in this situation, then you'll see that beyond that, you do desire reconciliation. And spirit is saying that you can have the reconciliation if you give the vengeance and the bitterness over to me. You just have to take that as it resonates. But baby, this message really can't get any more clear. There is a relationship that is going to be overcoming the challenges and getting into a more, my heart just fluttered, getting into a more stable, solid connection here. Okay. But you got to stop communicating or looking at this situation from a place of lack. Not yet. I will be in a second. All right, Spirit, tie me in for last but not least, Pisces. All right, Spirit, tap me in. What does Pisces need to know right now? Thank y'all so much for smashing that thumbs up button. It is greatly appreciated. All right, Spirit, tap me in. The Page of Wands, what you need to know is there's a message coming your way. Ooh, commitment. Ooh, the Sun card. This message is going to make you happy too. The King of Pentacles. The Five of Swords. Don't you sabotage this shit. Two of Pentacles. Be flexible. And the King of Cups. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I was hoping to be able to get through it. I need to go to the bathroom, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Hierophant. And at the top of the deck, we have the Magician. I know that's right. Give me a second, Pisces. I'll be right back.
Really need to know, no chaser, just spirit. Yeah, she keeps it real. Dive deep to elevate. It's time to heal. Take what resonates and chuck the rest. We don't force the shoe, we just pass the test. It ain't always pretty, sometimes it's gonna sting, but clarity is the gift that the awakening brings. Whether you're a Sag or Pisces or a Gemini, we're reclaiming our power, reaching for the sky. Yeah. If you need that emergency session, you know where to go. Don't let these people disturb your peace. I'll see y'all over on the extended Zoom. Create new life. Peace. What's up? What's good? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the tribe. Life is getting hard lately. I know that's right. We don't bitch about it getting hard, baby. We figure out what to do with it. Let's jump in. And staring at the ceiling, 3 a.m. again. Wondering about his silence, wondering where he's been. Is he reflecting? Is he moving on? Or just playing games until the break of dawn? You need the instant access, you need the homegirl truth. Stop sugarcoating lies, let's get into the root. I'm pulling up the energy, I'm tapping in the night. We're gonna see what's hidden in the dark and bring it to the light. It's the Manjula Awakening, open up the eyes. Kiana's on the deck, cutting through the lies. From the deep truth sessions to the walking clinic flow. She's gonna tell you everything you really need.
Thank y'all so much. Whew, I don't know where that shit came from. Anyways, my bladder felt like it was going to turn inside out on me. Anyways, let's get into this. So there is some sort of message that is coming your way. This message is going to make you happy, possibly even employed or in a relationship. Don't sabotage this, and it is going to require flexibility. If you're willing to be flexible, this person is diplomatic. They are understanding. They are just as understanding, if not more understanding than you are, but it does require you to be flexible, right? Utilize your resources. Let me see something real quick. First and foremost, why is the Five of Swords in the challenging position? The Magician, trying to win something at all costs. The Magician is the Five of Swords. So, and then the Nine of Pentacles, that's Virgo energy, heavy on Virgo energy. So, the challenge here is sabotaging because of your day to day. So, the challenge here is you, okay, oh shit, bring it into fruition then. So, or into make me see it clearly. Because the challenge here is that your everyday task, Virgo energy is sixth house energy. So, that's like your everyday structure. And I do feel like that There's a situation, there's a message that's coming in. It's meant to bring about good news, but it is going to require you to be flexible with your everyday already structured schedule. It may require, it ain't no may to it. It is going to require you to be flexible and make adjustments to areas in your sixth house. And you may be resistant to being flexible, but spirit is like, baby, this is the thing that I need you to work with in order for things to start moving again. Okay. What is the opportunity with the King of Pentacles? What is this? What is this King of Pentacles? See, I do. I feel the Eight of Swords in the Chariot card. I do. I feel like that there is like, and what is this King of Pentacles? It's the energy of getting something from a stuck position, getting something moving again. Wow, not only moving, but to a stable, to victory. Okay, getting something moving to something that is solid and that can withstand victory. Okay, um, not everyone that reaches fame is able to sustain it, right? Because fame is heavy. Fame requires you have to have a sustainable like have to have a substantial foundation in order to sustain fame because it's a lot, right? That's why a lot of people collapse under fame. There's something like that here. There is something that has been stuck, and the opportunity, there's a message coming from someone that is going, it should bring about happiness and optimism. And this is someone that knows how to resuscitate situations. I'm not saying that this is a reconciliation, but what is coming to mind is that one little TV show with that big old buff white dude with the black frame glasses, were all black, really tight t-shirts. He went into restaurants that were failing and he resuscitated them. This is that energy. This is someone that is coming into a situation that is stuck with the intent of stabilizing it and moving it forward. Okay. But it is going, just like when those companies are stuck and he comes in, he requires them to adjust their everyday operations. The challenge is that whatever this is, it is going to require adjustments to your everyday operations. And you may not be so flexible with that. And that's why Spirit is saying, Kiana, hone in on the fact that this is coming in to bring about a new change, but it is going to require flexibility from them because it's going to require changes in areas of their life where they may consider themselves set. What's the Two of Pentacles? Thank you. Look, the Two of Cups, I mean, the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Be flexible. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I do feel like that, like 7, 8, 9. You've done a lot of work to get yourself into a stable, solid position for you. You've done a lot of work. And where you're at, you are like you have harmony and balance where you're at. So spirit is saying, I'm like the flexible, be flexible in the way that like, but I've invested a lot of time to get myself right here. I don't know about implementing that change because it took a lot for me to get here. Spirit is saying, I need you to be flexible. On the other side, this person is understanding. There is emotional diplomacy, meaning like this person is understanding of everything that it took for you to get there, and there will be accommodations. However, the accommodations only come after a show of good faith from you, is what I'm getting. All right. So that's what I got for you, Pisces. I love you. I hope that these messages were able to offer y'all some guidance and clarity. I have got to go cook breakfast, not only for my son, but my friend is like, girl, where that food at? You said you was going to feed me this morning. Don't lie to me. So I have got to go, and then I've got to prepare for school. So we got an hour to get breakfast going, get everybody fed, and set up for school. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. If I get a chance, I'll get some pre-records out there. Definitely got some shorts that'll be released today, and I'll catch you on the next one, okay?